comps is we see a Yaru on Rewind Esports, and we see a Jet on BHOP Academy.
Yeah, we'd love to see those initiators, or excuse me, the
Duelists
duelists coming
in.
through.
Yeah, so
Right.
we'll see where this ends up. I think Jet has more innate grunt entry, like we're seeing right here with the smoke entry. But
Getting peppered through here is Brian, and BHOP looking really aggressive on this take. I like to see it with the Viper wall there. Trying to find an angle. Nothing yet. I have to say this is probably one of my favorite maps I've played. I do feel, really does feel CS:GO-like. Brian D now pushing through. He is sussed out though by Lefty. Able to take him down. Now just trading across the board. BHOP taking a commanding lead on this point. KO is the last robot standing. He's still standing? Swaggy Waggy finally goes down. Very cheeky sort of move there from Jet. But
right off the bat, one thing I want to talk about, and this is where I talked about Jet versus Yoru, right? You could see right off the bat the Jet provides that space of entry. She jashes in, the Viper can't stop her because the smoke cloud or her cloud burst is up, so the Viper can't actually punish the Jet for her entry. This allows the rest of the team to get in through the front door. Yoru struggles to do this because he relies on his TP, or he can flash his teammates in. Using his TP doesn't provide that same level that Jet does, but he does have some more cool outplay mechanics and rotation mechanics. BHOP is coming in aggressive again, though. Like we saw the other, we saw the other BHOP team today that they were hyper aggressive. And we're seeing that same thing here. Great shot from Icy.
Icy once again showing the skills of the Marshall. Does finally get taken out.
Shortify gets two with the pistol! With the classic! There's a Phantom here as well. The Spike is now stuck in the open. It is now a 2v2. I'm not sure why they're peeking, because they have to peek into them.
Oh, it does do a bit of damage to the wall there. He's super surrounded at this point.
Both these guys died to one shot on Marshall. The Classic can do this here.
Come on, let's see what Kim Zanil's able to do. Does grab Marshall. Oh! And it was just too fast from Echo there, showing the skill. BHOP taking an early 2-0 lead on Rewind.
That got really scary, actually. Rewind, the double kill from Shortify was absolutely incredible with the Classic. Leading to this being a... the buy is going to be a little weird, because BHOP did save, because they did come in with two rifles. They did save both of those, which is good. But outside of that, I'm not seeing any buy-ups right now. I don't know if they're going to force the buy, or if they're just going to say, okay, we're going to lose this one. We're going to see what we can do with the two rifles and have two hero rifles. And it looks like they are going with just the two hero rifles, which I'm a little surprised about.
3 pushing mid. They have the chamber kind of anchoring that middle point, and just a really good shot there with the revolver out of Icy. Trying to find that last one. Just put a lot of damage down, though, so Icy gets a lot of value here in the mid.
Yeah, you can see this is a really interesting thing that we're now hitting.
Lefty with a nice pick. Knows Rewind must be. Over on this side, finds Ill. BHOP now with a 3-piece, looking for that 4th. Don't know if they know where the last Rewind player stands at the moment, but they're gonna make their way to B. Up to KO now to retake solo. There are 3 low players on BHOP, so
I think he's saving here. I don't even think he's gonna... He might go for this, because there are 3 players that are all very, very low. The thing is that it's very hard for him to enter this site, because there's only 2 places he can come from. They know... Yeah, he is just gonna be saving here.
I was almost thinking that they might look for a pick, but I think you definitely lose your Phantom if you go for a pick on this situation.
The push was very interesting, because they had the initial advantage. I think that Halls push is a very rare thing to see, and I think a lot of teams are going to struggle with how to adapt to that, because that's not a push you see ever, realistically. Especially with that many people. It's often a lurk location, or you'll have 1 or 2 guys, but seeing 4 people come down Halls and then push through your spawn is very unique and different. So I'm a little surprised by that. We are going to see BHOP Reboot is going to be hunting for him, see if he can get a pick.
Oh, does a little hop, and that might have delayed the attack there. Swaggy Waggy does pick up
This
of a
will
pick.
put BHOP in an insane position when it comes to their economy. The one thing that is really surprising here is that Icy didn't choose to buy last round because he wanted to go to an operator this round. And he did get a pick, and he did die for it, but now they're looking to hero operator. And this is something I'm not a huge fan of. The operator is incredibly impactful in this map, without a doubt. But the thing is that if you don't have the rifles to back it up, you're going to struggle to find a lot of value with it.
It's quite a expensive purchase when you're
Yeah, this is a
looking.
very big gamble. He does
Oh,
take out the other operator, though.
okay. Does so far maybe getting a little bit of value out of it. Finds
Two.
number 2. Can he find a 3-piece?
And Crimson gets one as well.
Okay, so the gamble does pay off. So far, no. Oh, he saw the. Wow, Lefty with the dash
He
kill.
pulls out the knives. It's a 1v4, and he's going for it with the knives out.
Really pretty there.
Yeah, Lefty's got the operator and the knives right now. Oh.
Nicely done. Showing why they're on.
The spike is stuck on site. So, the fact that there's only one guy here is a little surprising to me. The fact that they don't have everyone on site is a little crazy. But he is now pinned in. He's stuck. He doesn't really have a lot of places to go here.
Kimzanil looking to find.
He knows he's behind him.
Jet find Lefty. Oh, I love that try through the hard surface there. Oh man, that was close.
They do get. So that was a really good. You know what? The fact that they got that, they used the hero operator, and Icy coming up with 2 big picks, and Crimson Ill with just the sheriff managed to pick up 2 of his own. It was kind of crazy that was a very suspect buy in regards to only have the operator and 1 rifle, and they managed to pull it out. Really impressive stuff from Rewind. BHOP does have a lot of economy, though.
Mm-hmm.
The only one who doesn't have a buy right now is going to be Rebu. I'm expecting him to look for an orb plus 1 kill, maybe, is his thought process here, but there is an aggressive Icy here who has predicted the right side to have the operator in. Can he get the kill, though?
This is a very tight angle for the op. Icy does pick another, and it looks like they just can't challenge Icy once they have the operator in space. Viper Wall comes through.
He is in a tough spot now, though, because his TPs were so close together. He's actually stuck on site here. He's in a really awkward spot with the operator.
Yeah, you know, that Viper Wall just kind of put him in a tough position. We'll see if a team can back him up here. Yeah, very awkward, very precarious. As you can see, all the red around him. Viper Wall comes right back up.
Looks like they now backed everyone off site. Okay, now they're just playing a full post plant. Do they have the lineups for this, though? That's the real question. I don't think they do, because the Viper has not backed off yet.
Tight spacing finds the kill on Lefty, and Lefty was one of their sharpshooters. Very nice to see. Doesn't quite...
BHOP!
Game over!
No one saw
the triple!
Game over
wow.
with the free kick!
Game over, round over. Incredible play there.
Yeah, that timing was impeccable from Game Over there. The Viper not showing right away and kind of tucking in more and not getting cleared means they assume everyone's deeper, and then coming out late on that swing is really, really, really helpful. That they just weren't protecting it. So economy is a little sketchy on both sides, actually. There is a little bit of money on BHOP. Not an insane amount, but there is some money there. Both sides are going to be pulling out the tour de force. We will see 2 tour de forces. It is a broken buy again, though, from Rewind.
Yeah, a little bit of a haphazard purchases coming through. It did work out that 1 round, of course. So, like to see a little bit of risk. You got to risk it, I think, to get back into the game quickly. They could play it safer and kind of extend it a little bit. Holding down this long site here in the middle. No one really threatening to peek there.
You know, this is a very interesting setup, because if you look at the way that Rewind is playing defense here, their mid is incredibly open. And you can see that they know that it's coming now, so it doesn't matter. Icy is completely stuck here.
Rewind now rotating.
Yeah, he's got nowhere to go.
White finds the pick onto Icy. Very good pick, of course, for BHOP getting Icy down. Clearly one of their top shots there on the chamber. Oh, couldn't find the kill, though. Ryan D's going to pick up KO.
Which one? A double up swinging him.
Oh, tried. Oh man, Lefty. Lefty's just been a little bit too much in this one.
Yeah,
BHOP a little bit of a commanding lead.
now I think that we're gonna see a full save here, hopefully from Rewind. They've been trying to rely on broken buys, and I think they just needed to get their economy organized here, because right now their economy is a bit of a mess. I'd really like to see just a full relax, no buys, no nothing. Yeah, and it looks like that's what they're going for here. Get a full reset,
Yep.
get your economy organized again, because what's happening now is that because they've done these weird force buys, BHOP Academy is starting to take off economy wise to make this a lot harder.
Right. Yeah, you know, if you kind of come through on those rounds where you do a bit of a force, even a bit of a like a half force, looks really good. If it doesn't work out, then you got to take a step back. You just got to kind of bite the bullet a little bit.
Yeah, this is the first time we're finally seeing BHOP slow it down a bit. They've been playing very aggressively all day. Crimson is baiting for Icy, I guess, who picks one up there. But a lot of times BHOP's been playing incredibly aggressively, very fast rounds. Most of these rounds are over before 45 seconds. And the Jet is entering with an off, which I greatly respect.
Very aggressive positioning here. We've seen Lefty have quite a few picks. Now having to deal with half HP. Oh, really nice reaction time from Swaggy Waggy. Not able to find the kill, though. It's vandaled down by the Rebo. Icy was just a demon with the Marshall. I mean, he should probably just buy the Marshall every round and buy his teammates some guns, because he seems to find the picks.
He is showing his, how good he is with any scoped weapon in general, I'm seeing. But yeah, overall, BHOP's been playing a very aggressive set. One thing I'd like to see out of Rewind is possibly looking at something a little more retake heavy. Because BHOP's hits there hasn't been any really uniqueness outside of that one push down halls. They're very aggressive hits, very fast, where a lot of people are flooding the site at you. And it's often difficult as defense to really lock that down. So I think them going to a slightly heavier retake might help them out. Well, when you see 5 people with a knife, you're also going to be able to rotate. This will slow everything down, and they're probably going to rotate off and maybe go A. This is what I really don't want to see, though, because if you look at the minimap right now, I can see the Viper. Oh, the Euro and the Viper went back. Okay, that's really good for them. They needed to go back because you've popped the null command to slow them down. You know this hit's going to be slow. Oh, man, Icy couldn't hit the shot.
Finally gets taken out without getting a pick.
Crimson comes
a lot
over
of value for Rewind. However, Swaggy Waggy and Crimson Ill have something to say about this, and they're going to make this a little bit of a tighter round here. Great opportunity for Rewind to find a way back into this game. Dimensional Drift out from Shortify. Trying first Yoru we've seen all day.
No, second one. We saw one on Icebox.
Oh, you're right.
So they are taking info. They're all coming in at different angles. This is very good. The thing is that they are pushing into a Viper spit. This is always going to be tough.
Oh, Lefty couldn't quite find the shot onto the Viper. Nice Vandal.
The problem is that now you're coming out of Viper spit. This is going to be really hard for retake at any point. Oh, but they do get one. Oh, it's Shorty!
Sneaky.
Shortify with the 2K coming in the backside. Coming from multiple angles gives them a good shot there. Really nice retake. Really well done from them, I think, to get that retake off. And that was with ults used, right? That was with,
right.
I believe 2 ults were used. Oh, no, 1 ult only was used from the side of BHOP Academy. Traded one of their own or 2 of their own, and they managed to make that work there. So I think they're in a really good spot. BHOP Academy, that is. They still have economy for days.
I thought that was really big for them to. They lost Icy really without getting any value from them that round, and still were able to pull out the round victory. That really bodes well for Rewind here in this game.
Yeah, definitely. And the one thing I do want to notice is that Freeze is many people would consider it a much more offensive heavy map. The reason for that is that on attack here, you have so much space to work with and so many different options for entry and your site takes. It's very hard to go and play defensively. Often these maps come down to retake and how good your retake is.
With Spike might be looking like it's going down for BHOP. Choosing A as their point of attack here. Icy does find game over, but it looks like the round may be over for Rewind. A 4-2, very tough to claw their way back here. See what they're able to do. Kimson, I like the positioning here. Rebo does get the turn though. Just down to Swaggy Waggy, and now he goes down. So Rebo is going to pick up the triple. BHOP is going to take their 7th round here.
And this is where I was talking about that earlier with Rewind, that I think they've shown a lot of, they can easily keep up, gunfight wise and everything else. I think we're seeing some changes that often Rewind, they are looking to get fights in earlier, and they may be in a man disadvantage. So even if they're trading efficiently, they're always going to lose the eventual trade because it's 5 guys or 4 guys versus max of 3 on them because they usually have 2 guys on the other site. I think slowing down for them would give them a lot of advantage. But BHOP Academy is doing a wonderful job trading, coming in at multiple angles, or even if they all come in at one, that they're trading each other and they're entering super effectively.
Yeah, it seems like such a big thing in this game is that.
Look at this gamble. Look at it. Let's take a look at the main map real quick. There's 4 people flanking them right now, by the way.
Wow. Okay. I didn't even see that.
There's 4 flankers, and oh no, they gave it away.
Oh,
the jig
man.
is up.
Oh, it's just a death match now.
The jig is up. I think adding the shooting first with the frenzy is not the play there.
Maybe not. Maybe not. But they did take quite a gamble. I mean, if they hit that shot, it's kind of legendary. But looking like the spike goes down. Just up to Yoru here on the side of Rewind. We've seen Shortify pull off some really nice multi-kills already today. Has quite a tall task ahead of them.
He's got a very tall task. 2 players are low, and that is an operator. The other 2 players are very low. There's only one healthy player.
I would love to see some aggression. Just go for it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think he's going to save the op. Yeah.
Oh,
he got the op for free. I think he's just going to save that and walk away.
Oh, might not be able to get out, though. One more shot. Rebo finds them. Really, really rough. I mean, would have loved to make it out with that operator for sure. I really wanted to see some spicy, just go at these guys, just try to get them all down.
Rewind's economy's in a really tough spot right now, and there's 2 rounds left, so they're gonna full buy here. So if they lose this round, it's gonna be a very, very, very difficult last round for them to play. That round was a tough one, obviously. I think that if they coordinate a little better, let the chamber take the first shot instead of the frenzy, I think there could have been a lot of opportunity there. So that's a tough one for Rewind. I love the idea. I love the aggressive play there, but didn't quite execute it the way they needed to. So it does look like another classic A hit, but there is a lurk on mid. There's 1 lurk mid and 1 lurk halls right now, from the looks of it.
Oh, wow. Beautiful there from Kimson. Taking Game Over down. Game Over's been an absolute staple for Academy today, BHOP Academy.
So Shortify is getting a lot of info. He knows where 2 players are. He is seeing everything right now. He knows where all of these players are. This is really big, actually. The amount of info, they can completely leave B site and just play at A.
Yeah, that is such an amazing bit of tech. It looks like BHOP is going to try to maybe confuse Rewind a bit. They got all that information.
I've seen this from Rewind before. One thing they're very good at, their discipline is impeccable. So KO is still on site here. They have not completely given up the B site. Hopefully he just needs to play to live at the moment. Wait for his team, play a nice retake, unless he can get a cheeky angle and stop this spike plant completely. But he should know all this, yeah, and here comes all the rotations. He's just going to let this spike go down, I think. And he gets the one.
Nice shot. Okay.
Swaggy just needs to relax here. Wait for your teammates. Good shot.
Okay,
Everyone's coming in. Great discipline there from Rewind. BHOP Academy. They got stuffed on their initial play. They tried to switch it up to the other site, and they didn't get that opportunity. One thing that I'm surprised I haven't seen picked up more from BHOP is they've been playing really well, very aggressively, getting lots of opening picks and opening trades, but I haven't seen them explore the mid as much as I would have liked. Rewind is choosing to live mid very, very, very open. And I think that the opportunity to explore and take that map control could do a lot for BHOP Academy. Obviously, they're still doing very well on an 8-3 scoreline. Coming into the last round here, let's take a quick look at the alts. Brian D on the Viper can shut down one of the sites with the Viper Spit if he chooses to use it early. We do have the KO alt for Rewind. So he can also, shut some stuff down or have a good retake, slow something down. On the other side, we have the Chamber alt and the Sova alt. Sova alt is more of a post plant, maybe get a pick if you get a tag with your drone.
Oh, a little bit late there for Kimson.
I think he got caught looking at his minimap.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough. Probably kicking themselves a little bit once that back, but they'll get another opportunity here. Just
Does
wanna.
look like the KO was used early as well. Rewind has popped the KO to try and slow us down, but BHOP is taking a much slower approach to this round. They have not made an aggressive play yet. They're just kind of going along, and now the other KO ult's online. BHOP's KO ult is online here, and this could be a great way to push into this site. It does still look like a B hit.
Yeah, no one drifting, repo drifting a little bit here. Just trying to clear A. Can't quite find the shot. Brian D
He's the
takes
fake.
him out.
Yeah, he's giving that fake, and now they're
Okay.
gonna come into B.
They still keep the KO on.
Yeah, he has to give him a full retake here. Yeah, this is the correct play.
We saw Swaggy Waggy come out clutch last round. See if they're able to kind of anchor this spot once again while Rewind regroups for the retake. Lefty hits the shot, but it was on
Jets
the
in a lot of
Mirage
trouble here.
there.
Yeah,
Okay,
Lefty.
Swaggy Waggy once again on. Oh, the retake for Rewind here once again on
They
the
do
B
have soul
side,
vaults
looking really
still. They
clean.
do have soul vaults.
Don't all group up.
This is tough. There's still a soul vault to slow this down.
Here it comes. We'll find someone
Now he's
looking
in
for
trouble.
picks probably at the moment. Oh man, Swaggy Waggy emerging in the middle of this game as being a really great anchor for Rewind on the defense. Gonna have to switch it up now though.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna hash on this again. This is the last I'll bring it up, but the discipline of Rewind, especially from people like Swaggy Waggy, to stay on the opposite side, because although BHOP was playing very aggressively to the one side, they did have some fallbacks and they switch it up. I am curious to see how this goes, because it does look like Rewind in this game so far has played most of the rounds have been much more of that structure we saw in the first game they had. They had one or two where they pull out some aggressive looks, which I'm really happy to see. But I'm curious to see how they pull out this offense, if it's a little more default or if they just try and push the site similar to how BHOP Academy did and take pressure there. Because BHOP Academy showed a great amount of attack and the ability to just go in and take the early trades and get site quickly.
Yeah, they very clearly have 5 players, all very confident in their own gun skills. Very good for them to have that. They're gonna get that little bit of information there. BHOP, Rebo, a little bit caught out maybe. Oh my gosh. And I would have probably bit on that clone there, but obviously knows it's the fake. BHOP still standing strong, just 2 left though.
They lost the spike. So it is a 2v2 now.
One enemy remaining.
And BHOP picks
with
up one.
advantage.
And we're down to, he's only got 50 HP. This is going to be a tough one for him.
Being a little bit cheeky is Shortify. Gets one. Cannot find the second though. Gets the defuse off. So BHOP are going to take this game 9-4 at the moment.
Yeah, and I think that
got
really awkward, because there's a great entry from Rewind there, but BHOP, I believe it was the Jet, that'd be Lefty. I think she caught the spike as it was about to cross, and on a great headshot, which led to them being in a really awkward spot because it took them a while to get that spike down. So the rest of the defenders could get there, and it was just a straight up 2v2, and there was a little bit of an early peek by one guy, which led to a 2v1. Really great retake by BHOP though. Some great heroics, some great defense to at least keep the round close. And now you're in a tough spot as Rewind, right? They're not buying up here. There is a full buy from BHOP across the board. This is going to be a very tough round, and this is usually a round that we would say, oh, good shot by Revo.
Oh, man.
This is usually a round that you'll say is going to be chalked up to a loss, and then you're coming in with full guns next round.
It's the suppression off. This point just seems like a headache, really, to hold. Just a lot of open space, a lot of angles.
Yeah, and it does look like there's a few people coming up that midsection.
Wow. Oh. It's just gorgeous to see some good revolver play here. Getting locked in on Rebo, just kind of experience the game how they would experience it. Okay. Okay, White with the
Oh, the spike got stuck.
pick there on Brian D. This is looking rough right now for Rewind. looking for the little bit of the cheeky Marshall play. Gets the suppression. Rebo with a 3-piece with that revolver.
And this is really clean. So the next question will now come: are they going to pull out an operator here? Oh, Rebo picked up the Marshall. So actually, I don't expect that. So what this does is coming into the next round, win or lose, whether they win or lose this round, which they should technically lose because they do have a gun disadvantage. There's an Odin and then 2 Spectres and a Marshall along with the Phantoms. There is still an opportunity for BHOP to pull out some heroics and win this round, but statistically, Rewind should have the advantage. But coming into the next round, Rebo is going to have that op online.
Yeah, and Rebo seems quite scary with
clean.
any kind of precision weapon going.
Yeah, this needs to be a clean round from Rewind because they need to keep their economy in a good spot.
Oh, get some damage off, but doesn't find the kill. Oh, we got the Odin spam. I love it.
I don't like this Odin, I've decided. I haven't actually seen the new skin. Oh, and Lefty with the 3K!
Lefty!
He snuck up there. I don't think he was originally there. I think he snuck up because of the wall placement.
That little dash. I got that.
Oh, no.
Right.
And he
Oh, my
teleported back in. Now Rewind's in a lot of trouble here. This is going to be a really tough one for them because the operator is going to come out this round for sure. Yeah, there's the operator online for Rebo. And now you have to make a choice. Either A, you force up and try and re-win the round and have the opportunity to win, or B, you're playing for the tie and going to OT. It does look like they're mostly not buying, other than Shortify, who looks like he's going to try and make a play with his ult. And maybe do something with that Spectre. It does look like, okay, they're forcing up. They're full forcing here. Oh, no, he didn't buy armor. Yes, there is a full force here. They're going to try and bring this back. BHOP picks, or Rebo picks off Crimson right away.
Yeah, I mean, just Rebo kind of built different so far today. I still can't get over that clip from Lefty there. Oh my gosh. Wish we had some replays. Rebo, nice shot once again.
White, this is the second time he's done this, and he's been punished this time. The B set is now totally open. Now it's a race to see who gets there first.
Both teams sprinting now.
They're slowing down. They're giving them the opportunity.
A little bit more slowly, though. Oh, Lefty. Just too good. Just too good on the day.
Yeah, and that's a tough spot. I like the attempt to try and catch that, but now they haven't gone into sight yet, and they don't have the Viper wall. This is going to be really tough for... That Viper is going to be very stuck. If he can get to back sight, this might be okay, but he's in a tough spot right now as the Viper.
Yeah, this is a little bit scary.
And these are with Spectres as well, and that's the tough part here. Right, these aren't coming in with rifles. They are coming in with Spectres, so they do lose their range advantage. Brian with 2, though!
Oh.
And he's low.
Very low.
The Spectre was more than enough. Oh, no.
1-on-1!
I saw it.
Finds the shock arrow!
I saw the shock dart coming through.
I did not, and that's why I'm iron.
Brian D
that was fantastic.
almost can clutch that out, but a great shock dart from Echo to finish off.
Oh my goodness.
He took his geometry classes, you know. He knows his angle.
He just knew the angles.
Yeah, closes that one out nicely. So we're down to the final round now. Sudden death for Rewind Esports, who have brought so many of these rounds down to 1v1s, and it comes down to a clutch, and they just haven't quite been able to get it this time around. BHOP Academy is showing they have that clutch gene on these 1v1s.
Yeah, they've eked out so many of these close rounds, and a lot of it has been on the back of people like Lefty and Rebo, who are really just absolutely fragging out, what you love to see in the class they play. So just everyone playing their roles really well. You talked about earlier, though, it's not just about your superstars, your fraggers. It's also about the people who are giving them all the utility, all the knowledge necessary to make those plays.
Exactly, and this is one thing that we did that I have talked about. Okay, so they do get the Viper's Pit down. This is really big, getting the Viper's Pit down, but oh no, the Viper's Pit. It bugged? Or didn't bug? Oh, White with 2 out of the back side. He's anchoring it back down. BHOP game over.
Rewind down to the last person.
Alright, let's see it.
Oh no, Lefty finishes it.
And that will be GG. What a great game from BHOP Academy, showing some absolute clutches and a few rounds of just straight domination, but some great stuff from both of these teams here today.